up, y'all? It's Coach Joyner back with Coach Joyner's War Room, and this is the first episode as the coach of the Queen City Kings. But today I wanted to visit memory lane real quick. I spent 2.5 years down with Showtime. I've helped put some guys in college, and some of them are performing well. So I want to talk about them. Um, we're gonna start off with some of the guys that I coached, but I only got maybe 12 games with them, I think, in my first season, going in midway. So we obviously know the big name, Bronny. We know where he's at. He's on the Lakers, killing it in the G League, even very much improving as of recent in the NBA. So love that kid. He has been balling, and I hope his career pans out and we can take these high expectations off these kids because he most likely won't be Bron, but he's gonna carve himself a good career, and that's more than you can ask for most people without the last name James, without the first name LeBron. But let's get into some of these other guys. So first we got Corey Yams. Y'all already know that Corey Yams is my guy. I have a lot of love for Yams. I wish he didn't leave after that first season I had with him. But he did. He went to Houston and balled out for him. And then ended up committing to Arizona where he is putting up 12 points, 7.5 rebounds, and shooting 63%. His offensive game has came a long way since Showtime. He could legitimately be somebody's number two option. And really, he's growing at such a rate where he could be somebody's number one option one day. But he is a hard worker. You see him in the chat a lot. I wish I could see it. Wish we see him there more, but we see him a lot as it is, and I think he is a lottery pick next season. He is one of those guys that are he's gone. He's gone after the sophomore year. Next we got Ethan Letterman Jr. Now he left Showtime because he wasn't getting the opportunity. We had so many guards on the team that somebody had to sit the bench, and he went off to Africa, balled out, had himself a breakout season. Then went over to Creighton, still having himself a great year. 12 points, shooting 45% from three. That boy is a sniper. He works very hard, and he is shooting the lights out. He is competing with the best of the best from three. Coming off the screen, making his own shot. He has improved immensely since Showtime. Since the last time I coached him, man, he is doing his thing. And one day he will be in the league, and he will be shooting lights out. He will be somebody that is going to sit in that corner and don't leave him. You leave him, you're cooked. But also on his team, we got somebody who I coached for a year after that, Mark Chisholm. Now his counting stats may not look sexy, even though they are pretty good. Eight points, 6 rebounds on 44% shooting. They're pretty good, but we know what Mark Chisholm is. He's a defender, and I love defense. So he was one of my guys. He was one of my staples in that starting lineup at Showtime because he just plays defense with an intensity that I love. Guarding 1 through 5 sometimes. He's averaging 1.5 steals now with half a block. Like, that kid can really defend. Like, he's going to sit in that chair and lock you up. That's how good he is. He will lock anybody up. Coming out of New York, you know that's what they do out there. And coming to play with some of them California guys who got uncomfortable with that physical defense, oh yeah, he had a lot of strips in prep, had a lot of blocks, because they were uncomfortable. He would make them uncomfortable, and that's what you want as a defender on any level. Now we're going to go down to Florida. I got XR in my big from this past season. Over at Florida, he's only getting 7 minutes per game right now, so he's not being able to put up the numbers yet. But as of right now, he's only getting 7 minutes per game. Got the third highest efficiency rating on the team. I think he deserves a little bit more playing time. I think he's earned that. But maybe going into next year, he'll try to steal a spot because that kid is big. But even though he's big, he moves very quick on his feet, which is surprising to see. If y'all haven't watched him, Y'all need to, because he is 239, but he moves like a forward, and it doesn't make any sense for how big he is. Then we're gonna go over to USC. We got Nick Moss over here, who I coached for a little bit before he dipped off. Uh, Once again, he's only playing 12 minutes right now. Got 5 points per game, but he's really fixed the efficiency since I last saw him. 47% from the field. The 3-point efficiency isn't there yet, but one step at a time. He's giving you. He's been a good option for them. Obviously, very efficient, and he's growing. Not everybody's gonna grow at the same rate. Not everybody's gonna grow and be great as soon as they touch freshman season. So you give him some time, and I think him and JMO can make a good little combination over there. Oh, with Gabe Pope. Yep, they make a very good combination. So just give him some time, and he'll show y'all. And then sticking in the same building, Jackson McClain was my power forward at one point, averaging 7 points and 5 boards with a block, on 51% efficiency, 40% from three. That kid is a beast in the pick and roll. You get him in the pick and roll, and you give him any space, throw up the lob. He's going to get it. He's bringing it down. He is a athletic freak at 6'10", and he's a sophomore. I think they got another. I think he might stay the whole college career actually. But yeah, if he gets the right development, he can go to the league and be a little mini Blake Griffin. Just throw off the lob. Just get him a little Chris Paul to run with. They throwing lobs all over the place. Mini lob city. Then we going to California, sticking in the state, going down to UCal. We got Israel Vines. One of my favorite players I've coached because his offensive bag is insane. Now, like I said, we had plenty of guards, so somebody had to sit on the bench. But over in UCal, he getting 30 minutes. And this is next to Jason Tada. He's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and a steal on 50% shooting and 33% from three. His bag is deep. He can do it all. He can drive the lane, shoot some threes, pop in the midi, run the point, get in the pick and roll. Now, y'all have probably seen some of his clips as of recent, because he's just one of those guys that just be putting highlight machines almost every night. Like he'll cross somebody up, then step back into a three, or just go and dunk on somebody's head. Like he is putting out highlights pretty much weekly at this point. But yeah, he was a joy to coach. I mean, he is 6'8" and a guard really. He has guard skills because that's what he played over at in Showtime. But he has guard skills for a 6'8" guy at 225. Like he's NBA ready. But I think one more year at UCal, after Jason Tada leaves, he should be the star guy right there. I think he's primed to be the star if they can put something around him. Then we're gonna go over to St. Mary's where we got Brendan Romine or Roman. I still don't know how to say it sometimes. But Brendan Romine. Let's see, his offensive game is similar to Corey, where his popped off while in college. He didn't have this bagging back at Showtime really, but 11 points per game and 9 rebounds. You got an 11 and 10 guy for real. So on 50% efficiency, like he's really progressed as a back to the basket big. But do I think that's because you got guys like Dime Hardaway, Kai Newby to take some of the pressure off him? They can't come double him when he gets the ball. I do think that's probably why he can get some of them easy buckets. But at the end of the day, he still got to make the move once the ball gets down there. He's doing it right now. I love to see all these guys eat. And that's what they doing right now. And then, last but not least, we got Cole Webb, my biggest signing, my most controversial signing when I was at Showtime, coming out of Australia. Spending all the money to go get him. That season didn't go particularly how I wanted it to. But guess what? All my guys are in college and they're all balling. So it is what it is. He's putting up 14 points per game at Virginia. 3 rebounds, 3 assists on 47% shooting, 38% from 3. just like Nick Moss, but on a greater scale. He worked out some of the inefficiencies he had at Showtime. You don't see those. Well, for y'all who watched, you don't see them step back threes coming off the pick and roll as much. But he'll still hit it just like he hit it on that game winner against Duke. So he been getting some press this week. I really wanted to talk about my Showtime guys because they wasn't getting much press, but Cole Webb turned that wrong before I started recording. He hit that game winner against Duke, and that's non-stop what we've been talking about. He the one that sent them down the rankings. But he's been a pleasure over there in Virginia, getting better on defense, giving a lot of effort. I think he been learning some of that from Mark. I don't know, but he been giving much more effort on the defensive end. Obviously, the coaches trusting him if they putting the ball in his hands for the last shot against Duke. That's it. I just wanted to give my guys some love before I go off to Queen City. Like those are my Showtime guys. Those are my Showtime family. Even my guys this season who going off and doing amazing. Who gonna go off and end up doing amazing things like Emilio going off to Arizona to go play with Yams. And I got another reason to root for Arizona. Hopefully they can get the natty next season. Same thing with Terrell Coleman going to play for Oklahoma. Like, I got multiple guys going off to do their own thing. Can't wait to see where Jarius Bradley goes. I think that's all my seniors off the top of my head, but I can't wait to go see where all these guys go. I'm Showtime for life still. I'm gonna keep watching their careers. I love them all, and that's been me. I'm going off to Queen City. See y'all next week. We starting to talk about hoop stereo next week.